Bits of time here barging in to fill up your calendar for the rest of the year. First on the list is this lovely game you're seeing, Super Mario RPG. They dropped the rest of the name for some reason, but what I know is this is a very modern RPG, even though for the most part we don't have any information if they're switching anything. But back then, they had no random encounters. You had button presses to keep you engaged during battle, and it wasn't overly long. So right there, you have a lot of quality of life features that you want to see in modern RPGs, and you have that coming now with a fresh coat of paint, and I am so excited for this one. You can play Super Mario RPG on November 17th.
What happened to the TV?
On the same day, we are getting our next game, Persona 5 Tactica. What a doozy of a day November 17th is going to be. And a lot of people think this is just milking that Persona 5 cow, and maybe it is. I have a feeling a lot of people have already written this one off, but I think this one's going to be actually pretty solid. And Nintendo Switch is just becoming a strategy RPG heaven, so why not another one? So here we are, more Persona 5 in 2023. With this game coming out, maybe I will finally play Persona 5 Strikers. And then I can get to this. Or I don't know if they're combined at all, so maybe I'll just play this one first. That little text prompt right there is why I'm getting excited about Cocoon. You travel with these little worlds on your back, it's a puzzler, but it's got that strangeness that I kind of like about Inside. I don't know if this team is fully embracing that previous style because this is the gameplay designer, but I don't know. We'll see as we get closer. I'm already liking what I'm seeing, even if I'm not the super big puzzle guy. I hope this game knocks it out of the park on September 29th, later this year. I'll admit I've never played a Rune Factory game, but I'm making this list not just for my own taste, but for all of you. I do love me some Stardew Valley, so maybe I will jump into this one. I've done a little bit of research, and it seems like Rune Factory 3 is almost the best. 4 seems to be the best. I'm not really sure, but you can buy this one very soon. This little game is coming out on September 5th, so you don't have to wait too much longer for this guy. You got your farming stuff, you got your battling, you got your marriage. This is sounding like a perfect, cozy game to settle down for this upcoming autumn. Deca Police has a very interesting structure going on here. You go into this virtual world, you solve crimes, but then you also battle the criminals. So it sounds like we're getting a turn-based RPG, sort of, and this mystery-solving exploring game. I mean, sign me up. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have an exact release date, but we are getting it in 2023. That's what it stated on the Nintendo Switch Direct, and that's still what it's saying on the Googles and all that. Deca Police really has me intrigued. I'm so excited that Level 5 is back and thriving. We're getting a lot of games from them, and this one I've been keeping my eye on, and I don't know where you put it in this lineup for the rest of the year, but my body is ready for it. Level 5 is back. One of my favorite RPGs from the Nintendo GameCube is back on the Switch, HD remastered with a lot of different features we got going on here. You can never go wrong when they add features that help people get into RPGs a little bit easier. You know, being able to turn off random encounters, being able to speed things up. This is just going to make it a little bit more accessible and more modern for people to try out. And oh man, some of the environments in this game are just downright gorgeous. Plus, they have an excellent soundtrack. You will like this game. This has a wonderful twist towards the end. Baten Kaido's 1 and 2 HD Remaster is coming out digitally on September 14th, 2023. You can get a physical copy through PlayAsia if you're interested in that route. Can't wait for more people to experience this one. It's going to be a jolly good time. And I say this one because I've only played the first one. I haven't played the prequel. But, you know, here we go. Mega Man Legends rules. The other Mega Man games are really not my cup of tea, but 30XX looks pretty freaking awesome. This is a local co-op roguelike Mega Man style game. I mean, I never thought this thing would be out. Apparently it's been out on PC. It's officially coming out here on the Nintendo Switch on August 9th. So all you Mega Man fans out there, well, here's something to tie you over.
Let's go!
This gets me excited right here. Seeing those 4 different characters, You might be wondering why that is such a big deal, because this is a Pokemon-like game with more than 1 or 2 party members. Thank you. Pokemon has such a huge following, but sometimes the battle system is a little too simplistic for me. I don't know if this is going to be any more challenging because they add more characters, but the variety and strategy of combat usually increases when you have more party members. And the theme of this video is I am not the Dragon Quest guy either. I'm not a huge fan of that series, but this one's got me intrigued because I'm always looking for another monster collecting game that actually is good. I've tried quite a few and nothing really outshines Pokemon, which maybe is why that series has been going on for so long. Though the SMT Persona games do give me that kind of feeling, so there is that too, that I can go a little astray from the Pokies. I shall wait and see how the reviews treat this one, but Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince comes out on December 1st, and I hope all you Dragon Quest fans are jonesing for this one.
The so-called hero is here.
This was in my top 3 most anticipated games of the year, and it's coming around the corner. On August 29th, I will finally be able to play Sea of Stars, and oh boy, am I excited for this one. The pixel art looks gorgeous. I'm excited that the turn-based battle system, it's really quick and easy to get into battles, no loading screens, and they do seem to be implementing button presses for certain attacks, which, again, I like that because it engages me in the combat even more. I don't need it for every single game, but I'm liking this. So between this and Super Mario RPG, we're going to be actively doing our turn-based battles this year. We've got so many games to look forward to this year, but right here is 15 games you should play on your Switch, and that are available right now. And this excellent swell of music and scene combo that's going on right here, well, that's in this other list on 12 other must-play games for the Nintendo Switch. This game is a combination of cozy goodness meets everything. We have the Stardew Valley feels with the farming, we have monster collecting like Pokemon, and the battle system uses cards like Baten Kaido's another game on this list, and it has this nice, simple, yet vibrant art style that I just, oh man, this is everything you could want in a game like this. I'm really rooting for this one. This one is called Moonstone Island, and as of right now, it doesn't have a firm release date, but we have 2023, and it's been stated more than once. Coming to the Nintendo Switch, I cannot wait. I hope give it to me. Taking place in a futuristic Tokyo, this is Anonymous Code, which is part of the science adventure series of visual novels. From what I know about the series, as long as they're not direct sequels, you can kind of jump in wherever you want. Sometimes they might have returning characters, but this could be a good jumping into the visual novel style of games if you've never tried one before. The science adventure series are pretty solid all around. I've experienced quite a few of them, but I've still got more to dive into. And you better believe I will be doing that with this one later this year, on September 8th to be exact. Let's not focus on the elephant and just take in the environment and the music for a sec. I feel like I've put too much emphasis on the back half of this trailer when I really like the beginning half. It really makes me excited to play a Super Mario Brothers game. It just seems so jolly and fun and so colorful and bright. It's getting me really excited. And you know it's a Mario game, it's going to sell well, and yeah, everybody knows it's coming out, but maybe if you don't, now you do. And I'm sure you will be having a blast with Mario solo, or with some friends, or with the lover, whatever you want to do on October 20th.
It's time to set off. With trustworthy allies fighting for a common cause.
This game came out of nowhere and skyrocketed to my most anticipated game of the rest of the year, or at least in the top 3-ish. This take on the 2D HD art style is looking fantastic. I love that the characters have their own art. The battle system has a much different style of art. And the world around it looks different too. There's a lot of clash of different art styles that really somehow fits with this reimagining. Star Ocean Second Story R comes out on November 2nd, and man, I cannot wait for more action RPG goodness. The original one is in my collection. I have not gotten around to it. But this is one of my buddy's favorite games on the PlayStation 1, so I'm super excited to check it out. And I know it's considered by a lot of people that this is the best in the series, so I'm really excited to finally dive into this one. No time like the present, or, well, future present, but you know what I get. Yeah. A game that heavily draws on inspiration from the first Persona games. We got Demon School, hopefully coming in 2023. It doesn't have an exact release date, but that's what the developers are shooting for. And my gosh, look at this game. We have that retro synthwave style going on with some strange, bombastic-looking boss fights. Looks like we'll be chatting with people in a university, so this is a more not Persona-like, where it's not high school this time around, which might be a breath of fresh air. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more of this game, but I'm intrigued. I blame Final Fantasy XVI to make me want more and more action RPGs. You can't mistake this art style. Yes, this is another Dragon Quest game, but this is a spin-off based, I believe, on a manga called The Adventure of Dai. And man, I don't know what it is about this one. This one, maybe I just get nostalgia for Dragon Ball Z cartoons when I was a kid, but this is looking like you're just playing a couple episodes of that show. Technology advancing to make me feel nostalgic by looking at something, you gotta love it. Infinity Strash Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai comes out on September 28th. There's a lot of games coming out in September, so hopefully my wallet can withstand all the new releases coming. How many of these games are you picking up day one? I would love to know down below. Also, tell me if I missed a major game that is coming out to the Nintendo Switch, because I am human and fallible. This is my list of 15 games that you should kind of look out for on the Nintendo Switch. Man, it's going to be a great year of gaming.